Welcome back to Switzer on Australia's Business Channel. We often say entrepreneurs have something magical about them, and my next guest recently took out an Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year award in a business actually flogging magic. For more on this magical, mysterious business tale, we have Vinh Giang. He joins us on the program. How are you, mate?
Good, good. Thanks, Peter.
I couldn't resist having you on the show.
Yes.
And I'm glad you were able to legitimise your magic business by actually winning an Ernst & Young Entrepreneurs Award, which is not easy to do.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, when I remember coming home one day because I was in accounting, and I came home and broke the news to my parents, and I said, "Mum, Dad, look, I want to leave my career in accounting, and I want to teach magic online." Dad just freaked out. Dad was like, "What, you want to be Harry Potter? Oh, my goodness." And he just freaked out. So how did you, well, I guess in the end you just had to tell them you were doing it and they had to lump it, did they? Look, Peter, yeah, absolutely. I mean, because my family are refugees from Vietnam, all through my life growing up, I was surrounded by small business. Mum and Dad are very entrepreneurial, as with all my uncles. Yeah. So I was actually quite equipped to build this business without even consciously being aware of it.
Right.
So when I started it, I mean, I was a bit shaky at the beginning, but we became successful, I think, because of the foundation that I had from my family.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I've got to say, if I'm asked to employ someone, I always love employing someone who's come from a small business family because they've watched their own parents work their butts off.
Exactly. And one of the things that blows me away about small business, Peter, is there are over 2 million businesses in Australia, and 96% of them are small businesses. And one of the reasons why I love small business so much is because essentially they're the engine room for our economy. You know, they employ half our workforce, and most of the innovation, as I know as an entrepreneur, comes from that sector.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Okay. Absolutely. All right. So tell us exactly what the business is.
Okay. So essentially it's an online business where you can come to learn magic. So essentially, traditionally you would learn magic from books. I turned all of those into videos. So I understand that engagement...
Show the trick.
Yeah, I teach, yes, absolutely.
But also, isn't there some sort of rule amongst magicians that you don't show people how to do the trick?
It's very simple tricks. It's to get you started.
Okay.
So it's simple card tricks, there's little simple tricks to get kids engaged.
Right.
So that's the reason I built it, to help kids build confidence as well, because as a kid myself I was very shy.
Okay, so you're not planning on going to a master course where you show...
No, they've already been created. This is more of an entry level. I realised there was a gap.
Yeah, okay.
So there was a gap at the start of the market. There was an entry course, so that's what I created.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So how many customers do you have around the world?
Just hit over 35,000 users.
Yeah, because I was going to say, the beauty of this is it's any language. It's all visual.
It's all online. And because it's online-based, I'm able to create systems in the back end that allow me to have more time to work on my business as opposed to always being in it.
Right.
So that's been phenomenal.
So while you're sleeping, you're making money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's best sort of business.
That's what I love about small business. But you know, what pains me, Peter, is that, you know, when I realise 50 to 70% of small businesses fail in the first 18 months, you know, that destroys me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I couldn't believe... I read an article a while back in the Herald that, on average, 44 businesses close every single day in Australia, small businesses.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
But it is interesting that that the ABS says fail, but often it's just a decision that it's just too hard. So I'm working in public relations, I'm pregnant, so it's not me, it's a woman, and you've got a baby at home, and you decide to open the business and you work from home. And then you start realising that this is a lot harder than you thought, so they close it down. It's not all that actually fail and go bankrupt, but certainly they do learn that the challenges of small business are quite strong. Did you find that when you started?
Yeah, look, I mean, I was looking into the stats before I started my business, and I thought, oh my goodness, the average Australian small business only makes less than 40,000 profit. I thought, gee, that's not very appealing.
No.
How can the engine room for the economy be making such little profit? So when I got into it, I thought that was a little bit negative, but I turned it into a positive because I thought, my goodness, you know, if this is the one thing I think small businesses need to focus on, because this is what my family has done and have done very well at. Proper sales training, right? I've been into small businesses time and time again, and it's the one thing they lack. You know, they're technicians by nature, small business owners.
They work in their business, not on their business.
Exactly, and as a result, they keep upskilling their technical skill, and they don't focus on the sales, and that's why I think the profit figures are so low, because they've got to educate themselves on proper sales techniques.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, obviously, they can learn a lot from you online.
Yes.
Now, but you've got to prove that you actually can do magic.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
why don't you show us a magic trick?
Okay, Peter, so look, what I want to do is this. you know, you probably don't realise this, but magicians are salespeople. We have to sell the magic. Okay, we have to sell the magic.
All business is sales.
Exactly. So I've got a blank card here.
It's definitely a blank card. Right.
Peter, I'm going to write down a letter of the alphabet, and I want you to think of one. You won't know why, but you will name the letter that I write. Okay, so we'll try this. Don't think of P or S. Obviously, that's rather straightforward.
Yeah.
Peter and Switzer.
Yeah.
So think of any letter you like. You've got one in your head?
I've already got.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to write one down. Don't try to see what I write.
I'm looking away.
Okay, good. Peter, so I've written something down. Chances of this going right is fairly low, so let's try this. What's your favourite number from 1 to 10?
1.
1. What was the letter you thought of?
Z.
Z for zebra? Mm. Okay, could I show you what's actually on here?
Yeah.
It's
Z.
It's Z. There you go.
Oh, come on. We haven't set this up.
We haven't set this up. Absolutely.
First time I met you when you came on the show.
And Peter, this is the thing. As a magician, if they focus on the technical skills, they don't work on the presentation skills. And that's the same thing as in business. You can't just focus on the technical. Doesn't bring you business.
Okay, now, how did you get that Z? Well, you're not going to tell me.
Well, that's something you may have to join the site for.
Because I went for Z because Z is a great letter in advertising.
Yes.
And having Z in my name also makes me feel like I'm a walking advertisement as well.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that
where does this business go to?
Look, right now my focus is not, again, even in magic. A lot of magicians teach sleight of hand and a technical ability. Yeah. I'm now focusing on the presentation skills of magic. Because I realise you may be able to focus on changing one card to another, but if you can't present that in a magical way, people won't buy that as being magic. They'll just go, oh, your hands are quicker than the eye. So I'm taking a completely different angle on magic now and focusing purely on the showmanship.
Yeah.
I think showmanship is one of the most important parts of magic.
Because the greats of magic
absolutely
are great at the show as well.
Early 1900s. All you need is a magician on stage with a packet of cards and he'll put on a great show.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you've got to have all these extra things and
Okay, now you're on the business speaking circuit as well?
Yes, I am.
So why the business speaking circuit need a magician?
Well, look, Peter, I found a way to make the medicine taste good. Yeah. Okay, so I understand business inside out.
Yes.
And one of my passions is magic.
Yeah.
So I use magic as my metaphor when I speak about certain business concepts. Yeah. So again, it's making the medicine taste good.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And in terms of the potential for the market, you've got 35,000 online. How big do you think it can legitimately become?
We're very careful with it as well because of the secrecy factor of magic.
Yep.
So we're only really marketing to those people who really want to learn. So we create SEO on the internet based on certain search terms for people who are serious about learning magic.
Yep.
Not people who are typing magic revealed, magic exposed. No, we don't come up on any of those.
Yes.
We come up for magicians who are really wanting to learn.
Yeah.
That's how we protect it.
And what kind of revenue can you make out of this sort of thing?
Look, December 2011 was when we started making money.
Yeah.
Before that, we lost over $100,000.
Right.
And
your parents hated you.
Oh yeah, well, Dad always hated me, but he always gave me money when I needed it. So I loved him. It was December 16th. Yeah. Within 2 weeks, we made $35,000 online. Yeah. And we didn't do anything. We just pressed the button.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So if people want to see, where do they go?
Encyclopediaofmagic.com.au.
That's your website,
yeah.
Encyclopedia of Magic. That's a great name.
Yeah, thank you.
But can people spell it?
Yeah, it's 2 spellings. It's the Australian one.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you so much.
We'll watch your progress. So after the break, energy costs are a hot button issue at the moment. So how do you power your business but not risk bill shock? That coming up.